Off the hook, bro, I'm the Sandman. Up the bat, you can really hear the fans chant. Watch the pitch, bout to split like Van Damme. Ain't for the fence, cause I'm going for the grand slam. I can't settle for less, cause people owe me. I gotta put on my best, I learned from Kobe. Santos hit my line like Brody. Me and Isaiah really about to make a show. The topic is gonna be potent, everybody be zoning, thinking about the trophy. Can't settle for less.
Alright, we in the building, man. At the In the Zone podcast, episode 3. We counting this time, bro. I promise y'all we're gonna keep counting this season. We counting this season. Episode 3, I know what it is. They Rich, my co-host.
I'm
Santos.
I'm
Yeah. We got some special guests in the building, my guys. I went and did they podcast, Lit Logic, and let them introduce themselves though.
Yo, what's going on? It's Jay.
It's B.
And we are the host of Lit Logic. Y'all can find us on YouTube. Come check us out. We've been wanting to do this podcast collaboration for a minute now, so it's finally in petition. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a little. I mean, who fault was that?
What's yours?
Wow.
I ain't get it.
He said, "Wow." He said, "We gonna do this right now." Like that's what we doing right now. That's what we doing right now. Hey, the information today, all their podcast information, Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, it will be in the description. Make sure y'all go follow.
Make sure y'all follow that.
Definitely go follow that. And shout out to Sis, but go like the page, follow the page. I know what we do. Appreciate you, sis. We love you. I don't see what you mad about. Yes. Get that on there. But nah, today we're gonna talk about an interesting topic, courtesy of my guy Santos. We're gonna talk about the biggest cultural influences we had growing up. And just overall period. So we want to. I know.
I'll probably do.
I'm gonna let you start it off. I mean, we can go hip hop. We can do sports.
Yeah.
We can do TV. I mean, it's.
As far as for me, when I thought of the topic, I mean, first person that obviously came to mind was AI.
Of course,
obviously.
Pound. Shout out to the GOAT.
But
anyway,
it's always like an argument, or like nobody knows like who has that second place. Especially in sports, nobody knows who like comes in second, and I feel like.
So you're saying AI is the most?
AI is I don't think it's close.
That's interesting.
I don't think
Jordan?
it's close. I think Jordan is a close second.
A close second?
When it comes to they literally changed the rules for AI.
They changed the rules for Jordan too.
No, Jordan just broke the rules. It's the biggest. They told Jordan not to wear them, and he wore them. They made niggas dress up because of AI.
I see what he's talking about. Because you got
that's a big. That's what I'm saying. Jordan just didn't follow the rules. They made the rules because of AI.
I think Jordan's influence, like far as like being on the court and like off the court, I think his off the court stuff kind of like eclipses on the court shit, because now you got niggas wearing basketball shoes as fashion.
Yeah.
Like, you would just wear those just to.
You had
play
white, but
ball.
you had white
They're
boys
the best selling
cornrows.
They were the best selling basketball shoes. They still are the best selling basketball shoes. They're going to continue to be the best selling basketball. I got caught
To this day.
I got caught the fully.
To this day.
I got caught the fully of shit.
Who you telling?
Here we go. I mean,
I feel like.
But I get what you're saying though.
Jordan's
that's
only going to be
business-wise,
Jordan.
though.
Jordan's only
is that
gonna
really
be Jordan.
cultural though?
That is cultural, man. You got people
wearing
from all
people-
walks of life wearing J's. Like,
But
I know niggas that
The way
that
Iverson
wanted
played-
to wear that sleeves.
the way Iverson played and the way he carried himself off the court literally changed the landscape of the NBA as far as the way players look, the way they dress, the way they play.
yeah,
Tattoos.
Some of
Jordan
the
changed
NBA rules,
the-
tattoos.
he
He
changed
changed
the-
the shoe game. Yeah, he changed the
He
shoe
take
game.
the
but-
shorts too.
Only reason why I don't
the shorts too. Niggas stop
Only
wearing
reason-
them.
only
Niggas
reason
stop wearing them high bridges.
Because a lot of people will say Fab 5 too with that though.
Hey man, you could, but they
I'm
wasn't.
on in
They
that.
wasn't on. They
What was
wasn't
it?
on-
What was they doing?
But they wasn't on the same like level as Jordan was. Like,
I mean, Fab 5 was.
they was something, but
No, it ain't on them years, them runs, bro. That Fab 5 team had some.
But you only fans are gonna really know about that. The casual guy that likes the
I
Jordans
get that.
and the
I
shorts,
get that.
he ain't gonna know
I
about
get
that.
it. Yeah, I
He
get
know
it.
who Michael Jordan is, but
That's a fact. That's a fact. I agree with that.
When you say Jordan, though, I really Because he really didn't have
That's
a
what the court
hand
has.
in how especially how his first shoe was made. They just kind of like gave it to him and was like, where he, because they were technically like wearing, technically like a knockoff version of what they were already wearing in college.
Well, I think his shoe was eventually like a running shoe, and they kind of
they molded like the original shoe. They molded it. Yeah,
That's what
that's what I'm saying. So
Back
you
then they
give,
didn't have basketball shoes.
so you
No,
give that credit
Because
to
the basketball
Jordan?
You kind of do, because if anybody else is wearing them shoes,
I'm saying, but they, but they just threw the shoe at Jordan.
They was like, all right, listen. I'm pretty sure he had to like it, and he was like, no, I don't like this shoe. They would probably give him something else, but he was like, yeah, I kind of like this shoe. He throw that on, step on the court, and it's been over ever since.
Jordan was what, a rookie? I'm pretty sure he would like anything they threw in his face.
I said, no.
Hey,
I'm gonna say he wanted.
He didn't even want to sign with like
Adidas. He wanted Adidas.
He wanted to sign with Adidas.
His mom made him take the knee.
because Adidas couldn't.
So thank you,
Adidas
Mom, for
couldn't
being the biggest
make the
cultural
shoe
influence.
Well, she said go.
Take the knee.
She said go.
She
talk
said
to
go at
him.
least talk to them and see what they had to offer, and they
He had no
they
he had no
presented
cho-
the
he had no
shoe.
choice.
He basically did.
He had no
Because
choice.
still-
Mom
he's
said
still
go.
young,
He went.
I don't think Adidas wanted to make a shoe for him. I don't think they was super big on him.
Because it was either that. It was either that. It was either that or wear Converse.
Converse wasn't going.
They didn't want.
Converse already
They
had
told
Jordan
him. They
Magic
told
and
him. The
Bird.
reason why he didn't. They told him he would never be bigger than them.
Wasn't that Jay wearing Converse too?
Yeah, but they wasn't endorsed by. He wasn't
Yeah,
endorsed
he
by.
was. Yeah,
That was just a generic league
Yeah.
shoe that everybody wore.
That's like
in the
moving
NBA
flip
too.
flops.
Yeah.
That ain't no ankle support.
I think
Niggas was
at
wearing
that
Chuck
time it
Taylors,
was just
yo.
Bird.
I'm saying,
Magic.
Chuck Taylor's tearing their ankles up.
Jumping out the gym too.
Jumping out the
Old school
motherfucking
niggas
gym
thorough, bro.
Bro,
with the floppy
What's
Chuck
up,
Taylor.
That-
Chucks on the court.
that nigga Dr. J
Ankles built different.
like glided across the freaking and then did all that
And Chuck.
in Chucks.
That's nutty.
Shout out to the. He's a. I mean, you can go. You can say he may be bigger than Jordan as far as cultural influence.
All right, now you're reaching.
First
As far as
first nigga to cross over. First nigga. He definitely got his own star. Cross over to ABA from the ABA to NBA and actually be a star. He actually, one thing about it, he's one of the niggas that saved the ABA.
The NBA still went under.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know, but I get
Came to the league and won championship. Came to the league and won championship.
But
see, that ain't that's.
but with him I do get it because me I'm a Bulls fan, so I get where he's saying.
Rucker Park star.
Like Jordan.
Sorry.
First NBA
Sorry,
star.
talk about that.
Sorry,
But I get what you're saying because with Jordan, like you said, off the court, kind of like, with the gambling stuff. But you gotta look at Iverson did like Jordan was wearing the Zorro suits coming in. Iverson came in there with the 5XTs, the baggies, the cornrows. He had white boys
My man.
wearing cornrows and drawing tattoos.
My man
Jordan,
came
people
to a
wanted
game.
to be like Jordan, but the Iverson,
on the court, not off.
yeah, but Iverson off the court,
He
the
wanted to
same
be
nigga.
They had a
people-
whole commercial. I want to be like Mike.
They couldn't do that with Iverson. He was too good.
It was just them playing ball.
Because you can be like Iverson if you only 6 foot.
Yeah.
So
You can't beat.
My man
And there's
came
not
to
a lot of
game.
niggas that's 6'6" walking around. Jay, that's doing this in the air. There's not a lot of niggas like
I'm
that.
6'6".
One nigga.
You ain't doing
You putting your fucking legs doing this in the air.
Back in high school.
My thing is, bro,
Back in high school,
They
yeah.
made a whole dress code. My man came to a game playing for the 76ers in a throwback Hawks jersey.
And was still getting fined. And didn't give a fuck. Like he didn't. Like they fined him. He still come in with the
literally like
jersey.
he's telling y'all like y'all not gonna take me from who I am and where I come from. Jordan,
I think that's the
cultural
biggest
impact.
thing. That's the biggest
Like
thing.
that attitude right now is an attitude that almost 80% to 90% of the players have in the league right now.
I kid you not. Jordan had some of the best commercials, but that shit don't top that.
I mean, shout out to Spike Lee.
That shit don't
I'm
top
just saying,
that.
Shout out to Spike Lee.
That Iverson with the kiss,
like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. I was in that bitch,
another
Harlem
commercial.
shaking. You
Yeah,
hear me?
listen. That was more so.
Jordan got some
That was
good
more so
commercials, but
kiss
not-
with the bars than
But still, you had AI dribbling to the
That's
beat,
still
put the behind the back.
That's influence bringing the hip hop to the league. Like
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, the hip hop wasn't real.
to me, you say influence Jordan. To me, it's the corporate answer. Because like if you talk,
I say it's both.
The reason why I say that
Because you want to see Jordan because he's
you
like
just
the
talk about the
poster.
sneakers though. But the reason why I say that is because like as far as business wise, you talking influence. There's no player in the NBA that's done more than what Jordan has done.
So basically, what you're saying,
He's
Jordan
literally made the league
Jordan is
popular.
was one of the faces that you sit there and be like, okay, when you think of NBA, you think of Jordan, the
And you
all
think
around
of-
guy. But when you think of culture, you got AI because
So when I say corporate, I mean like when you think of an NBA player, you think of a brand because Jordan used himself and his talents as a brand, as a player. He was the first player to do it. He took a shoe and made it a fucking worldwide brand. So now players take that blueprint
like and go off of
and
what
use
you
it
said.
now.
Like go
But
off
you
what
talking
you said.
about like business wise, yeah. But you talking about
Even
cultural.
culture. Look at fashion.
Yeah, let's say go
Look
off
at
what you
fashion,
said. My man's balling at $500 sneakers on the court that we pay $500 and we don't even want to barely walk in the motherfuckers.
Bro,
You know?
Jordan
So
changed
Yeah,
the
you
shoe
put the shoe
game.
in it. You
You
change
put
the
the
shoe
shoe
game.
You say that's cultures.
Iverson was
The
changing
shoe
the way-
game is a culture.
Iverson was changing white people's entire appearances.
Hey, bro.
Outside these shoes.
You don't think white people?
Iverson was probably the reason why a lot of white boys is wearing
Nigga,
Jordans.
yo,
I'll
I
be
know.
real. Iverson probably the reason why a lot of white boys is wearing Jordans anyway.
Hey, man.
Cause he's probably coming to the game with some shit on. He
Yeah,
like,
he
I want to be
probably-
like Iverson.
He had one
He
on
got-
his feet.
He got
He had
pieces
one.
on.
He
I'm like,
had Jordans on his feet.
Facts.
He had Jordans on his feet.
Of course he gonna
Hey, man, listen.
You heard what he said. He said he seen Mike just like he was glowing.
Like Jesus.
That's that black cat. Shout out to Reggie.
I'm saying, and the league, hey, I'm sorry, bro. The league literally
No, shut
changed rules because of Iverson. They included the zone because of Iverson. They started calling carries because of Iverson. They made dress codes because of Iverson. People got fined for not wearing suits because Iverson wouldn't do it, bro. Like that, his cultural impact is bro.
He said, "I'm gonna sit at a game."
Come on,
I'm
man.
not.
Hey,
I'm not saying that.
I get what you're saying though, because I'm not mad if you
said
said Jordan because how much he's done for the league. To me, that's not
worldwide.
That's not. But outside of sneakers, that's not cultural.
Hey, what else?
Outside of sneakers, he gave us
I mean,
sneakers.
Jay, look,
He gave us
give-
sneakers that he make us pay
I give it-
$1,000 for.
I
We
give
don't
it-
want to walk
I give
in.
it- I give it to him.
Niggas gonna pay it.
Niggas was dressing
Niggas
like
gonna pay,
Iverson,
but they in the
but
hood and can't afford to do nothing. But wear some clean ass sneakers and walk 2 blocks to the section.
I give you that. Niggas was dressing like Iverson, but niggas didn't want to dress like Jordan. Niggas just wanted the sneakers.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to dress like Jordan.
That's
Niggas wanted to dress like
I
Iverson.
think because Jordan had.
I didn't want to wear my
Jordan
shorts
had
up to my belly button. I didn't want to do that.
I don't know what happened after that nigga started wearing some bullshit.
That nigga
but-
started dressing like Tim Duncan. That nigga started
They
dressing
don't
like,
care.
when you got money like that, you can do that. Who
Tim Duncan just don't care, dog.
He don't.
He
He don't get that nigga wear the open toe sandals with the 42 size jeans
jean shorts
with the button up down. 4X too.
and that nigga give you buckets too.
Buckets. Silently too. Mm-hmm.
That was my bad. I get what you saying though, like far as like culture wise.
I think AI was more so one like
that's that nostalgia.
as far as
I mean,
growing,
Jordan's the
as far as growing,
listen,
as far as growing up, I think he was more so one. If you was watching him and like you see how he carried himself, you feel like you could reach out and like touch him. Or like Jordan was just on like a pedestal from like
You can't touch.
like AI was in the hood and like
AI was
like,
more relatable.
Yeah,
because,
like
you know,
AI was like the
Had the
modern
braids,
AI.
the sweat
AI, let's get real. AI was
there trying to
AI was the nigga in the hood that was nice and that made it to the league. Let's get real. That's who AI was. AI was the nigga that was nice in the hood
That
and
went
made
to
it to the league.
jail and was still
That's what I'm
able
saying,
to
he
go
was a
to
nigga.
college and make that.
It was
Y'all
like-
niggas
it made
can't
it
do
to
I
that.
get it. Like
Y'all
I get it.
can't
You know,
do
and
that.
I wouldn't like if you say Iverson, I wouldn't be like, nah, fuck out of here. But you know,
I
what
get
you're
why
saying. I
Jordan
get what you're saying,
is
though.
that. I get why
what
Jordan
you're
is that.
saying,
I'm not
though.
gonna
I get what
argue
you're
that.
saying.
But I'm saying
But that's why I said I
as far
got
as
what
the
you were
rules,
saying.
like Jordan just broke the rules.
Yeah.
They created rules for like so AI wouldn't be successful.
And Jordan was able to break the rules because without
Because
Jordan,
Nike,
there's no NBA. in the
Nike
90s.
paid that and Nike
Really?
Nike paid
say
his
the league,
fines.
man. You feel me?
Nike-
I wouldn't say
Nike
they
paid
saved the
his
league, but they
fines.
elevated it.
Elevated to what?
Nah,
it is.
Bird
They
and
saved
Magic
the
saved the league.
They saved the
I want to
league.
say Bird and
Yeah,
Magic.
you're right. But he elevated to
Yeah, nah,
what it is.
he made it.
They-
He made
they-
it.
Niggas is getting paid now because of him.
He made it a global brand.
That's for
But
guards.
even
Back then,
then,
they didn't think guards could lead teams and win championships. They didn't think
even then,
that was
only
like
Jordan
that.
was the only one making like $30 million a year.
1 year contract.
Everyone else,
It's like
everyone else,
Scottie
500,000.
Pippen was tripping.
fuck, nigga, Scotty Pippen $1 million a year.
Like $500,000 a
Scotty
year.
signed that contract and niggas told him not to. That's his fault.
I might say Jordan definitely did tell him. He was like, "Hey, listen, that's what we want."
That's what you want to sign? That's what you want to
Yeah,
sign?
that's his fault.
The
That nigga
owner
signed-
and the
that nigga
GM
signed
told
on
him
the
not to
dotted-
sign.
That nigga signed on the dotted line. Like, wait a minute. Like, nah, I want. Let's change this. Too late.
Yeah, now you got that nigga.
You done sold your soul for 7 years.
Got that nigga on the sub commercial talking about this 6-footer is too much for me. Ladies, let's have a party. Head ass.
Baseball
So,
contract.
there's nobody else I can think of.
What?
Sports wise.
What? Are you serious?
Huh?
No, not even.
King Griffey.
Ken, I was about to say that too. Ken Griffey, yeah.
No, you gotta go prime time. Deion Sanders changed the game for cornerback. Cornerbacks wasn't getting
I'll
money.
give you that.
You gotta get prime back in '99. That's prime.
King Griffey. I say King Griffey.
Prime is that man. Prime changed the game. People wasn't worried about the quarterbacks. They was worried about him. Cause notebooks back in those days, there wasn't a cornerback that was catching the ball.
Defense looks fun.
Yeah,
He's one of the first.
he was picking the ball off and taunting you, and niggas was afraid to throw to his side. He was like he said, he was the first cornerback to change. He had rappers coming to the game. MC Hammer. Back in the day, MC Hammer, you know how much it was for MC Hammer to make an appearance back in the day? And MC Hammer was on the sideline too legit.
But do you think Prime's influence is bigger than Vic's in the NFL?
Depending on the well, see, that's the times though. Because back in them times, they if Michael Vick was back in prime time, Nick brains would have been coming out the side out of niggas' ears because it wasn't seen before. But Michael Vick did change.
I mean,
but
they brains come out the side of their ears when Michael Vick was doing it because it wasn't seen before.
Yeah.
They started doing it.
But started running on their asses. That shit was crazy.
I mean, but there's a bunch of players like in football that changed, like that changed the game, like really changed the game. Like look at even Shannon Sharp.
Sterling's better.
He is, but I ain't get a chance to see Sterling. I ain't see Sterling.
It's not even close.
No, yeah, Sterling's better, but I'm just going off the dude I seen.
Sterling.
But see, like,
Jerry
but
Rice
see, the
numbers.
thing with
Yeah,
them is like.
go look up Sterling.
You just said it, Jerry Rice too.
Sterling
The
put
reason
up
why I say,
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice changed the game?
Because you talking culture.
Yeah, but cultural influence is
Oh,
more so like
culture,
off.
okay.
the
Yeah,
field.
But
Like,
yeah,
that's
okay,
why-
but
that's
so
what I'm saying.
That's why I personally.
Jerry
That's why I
Curl.
personally said. Ken
That was
Griffey
already a
Jr.
thing. Like,
But not on the football field.
That's why I personally said
Niggas
Ken
wearing
Griffey
Jerry
Jr.
curls on the field.
but I'm saying as far as like a style of
That was
play,
wearing gold chains on the field.
like literally, you can say Vic birthed an entire generation when it comes to a style of play. Like now, a lot of these quarterbacks are literally almost like a prototype of Vic, but better throwers.
Yeah.
So it's like now
Lamar Jackson.
now you think you can, yeah, exactly. Now you think you can win with a running quarterback. Back then it was like with Vic,
No, I think
I can win you a Super Bowl.
I think now you have to. I think you need a running quarterback. I think that's just what it needs.
Well, yeah, because now the league's changed. There's the
Yeah,
linebackers.
I
The
disagree.
linebackers are faster.
I disagree.
I disagree. I think
I mean, name one
we're
quarterback.
like
that's won,
five. We're like 5 years away
You
from.
said running
a
quarterback?
running quarterback that's won in the past 10 years. Name
Pat.
Pat.
He's
Mahomes.
not a running quarterback.
He can run.
He can.
No,
Oh,
that's
you
what I'm saying.
meant
He
like
can't
no,
run.
you meant his main thing is run.
No.
If his main thing is run, then no.
He can run.
Oh, you mean
No,
He can run.
the prototypical 6'6" white quarterback pocket passer, that's about to be obsolete in 5 years.
Okay, I can see that.
Because if you see the white boys coming up now,
They-
all of them are dual threats.
All of them can move here.
That's what I'm saying. So like the prototypical, like the
But the
blue eyed
best
Peyton
quarter-
Mannings in
You
the
say what you
world,
want. The best
they're not
quarterback,
gonna.
the best quarterbacks in the league still gonna be the motherfuckers who can stand in that pocket and sling the pill.
No, I think it's gonna be the ones that could adapt the most.
Let me tell you
Ones
something.
that can do both. I think it's gonna be ones that do both.
Because if you think Patrick Mahomes is a hybrid of both worlds, Russell Wilson is the hybrid of both worlds.
All it takes is for Lamar Jackson. All it takes for Lamar Jackson to win the Super Bowl. When Lamar wins that Super Bowl,
That's what's gonna take.
it's gonna change a lot.
Oh no, if Lamar won the Super Bowl, you can kiss the baby.
Shit, if Cam win the Super Bowl,
You get, yo, if a
Cam
black quarterback
won.
win in this
You
you
day,
ain't
in
never
this-
seen a nigga
in
like
this
Cam,
generation?
6'6" black that can pass, but
if a
he
black
runs.
quarterback win in this generation, it's a wrap.
Well,
yeah,
now's the time to do it, man. Everybody on the
It's
black
a-
side
it's a
now.
wrap.
When you count Pat? When you count Pat as black? Or he mulatto?
Him a lot of.
Nah, his daddy. Nah, he black. His daddy.
If,
Black.
if his dad was black, I could have did it, but he come from a black woman. He come from a black woman.
He came from black nigga.
His dad black. His dad a whole nigga.
Wait,
but-
who he dating?
I don't know what.
Oh, no.
It was a white girl.
Yeah.
Then he white then.
I say I don't know too many good haired green eyed black boys
That's crazy, yo.
But like he can, I mean, he can play both sides of the fence. But I mean,
I'm gassing. You want to see somebody dark, man?
that's
Like
it.
Sean Watson, Lamar Jackson.
I just want to see a nigga up there with a chain, like shout out to the hood, like
Big trust.
And see, even if it's there, like to me, Deshaun Watson, if he win, he more of a thrower too. Like I feel like he's a quarterback that can run. If Lamar Jackson wins,
He can throw, but his speed scares you. It scares the living.
scary.
He is
He's
scary.
probably the scariest.
6'2".
Lamar Jackson is
That
probably.
bitch could take
I
off.
would have
He
fucking.
can't from nothing. That's the crazy
You know
part.
how that's a long week preparing for him.
it's crazy because I would rather prepare for him than Patrick Mahomes.
Man,
If I'm a defender, I'm
See, I don't know.
cause you
because-
work, cause you
Cause
got
Pat-
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. One of the reasons I would
coming out
agree
the
with
pocket,
that.
throwing off the back foot, left hand and shit like.
You ain't gotta worry about him shaking you out your fucking shoe.
I would agree with that. But
That nigga made a
I would
grown
agree with
man
that,
knees
but-
touch together on national
That's what I'm
TV.
saying. I would agree with that.
From the
but,
Bills,
like,
by far. I
you
forgot
can't
his name.
teach. You can't teach what Lamar Jackson does, bro. Like
you can't teach
And
what
but
Mahomes
you,
can do.
but you can make
no
him.
look.
It's been
Off the
shown
run.
because he obviously he went on the shop and said he just was learning how to read defenses, and we made Mahomes look bad 3.5 quarters. So it's hard to make Lamar Jackson look bad running the ball.
Yeah.
When you can confuse, you can
Titans
still
did it.
confuse
Titans did it.
Mahomes.
Titans did it.
The Titans, the Baltimore
Chargers did it
defense
the
was
year
having,
before.
was having a bad day with Derrick Henry, especially my boy Earl, yo. Why he do Earl like that?
I mean,
My man pushed Earl and made him a lead blocker. How? How the fuck? That nigga Earl went for the tackle. He pushed Earl and said, "Go block. you go block now." No, nigga.
Hey,
Grown ass
Derrick
nigga.
Henry, Javon size.
Yeah, imagine tackling that nigga.
one in the 4-5.
Motherfucking Mark Ingram and him playing the same team. Mark Ingram, your size.
I'm good.
you good?
Like,
Ingram is 5'8".
Well, no, I'm saying
Ingram like 225.
Bowling ball, for real. Mark Ingram, my boy, Mark Ingram funny as hell,
he
too.
is funny.
But they was saying how it was kind of hard to play defense against Lamar Jackson because they say he dark skinned and the ball kind of disappears.
Yeah, that dumbass
Next
GM
time,
said that
yeah,
stupid
fucking
shit.
Hey man, you look at that shit be disappearing.
You know how many darts him motherfuckers is in the league? She said that like Tyreek Hill.
Word is
That
life. That
bitch
pussy
fast.
fat. That nigga get gone. He's a ghost.
That nigga got slave feet.
So we going with Iverson?
Yeah, shorts. Yeah.
I think it's
Like with sports is weird because it's not like I mean you can say you want to say
For me
LeBron.
personally,
What about Bron? You don't think Bron and
Culture?
change the culture?
he changed kind of like how the game is played.
I'm about to say, yeah, I mean, if you talk about that, but
Like
the
more-
culture
he
is
more
like, as
slow,
far as
like
what,
Player constructed super team.
like nobody wants, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he started the era of like all these
control
superstars
their
like
career,
yeah.
coming
Would you
together.
say Kobe changed the culture?
Shoe-wise, yeah.
I think far as like
Shoe-wise, yeah.
it's hard to say because
Disagree or agree?
Kobe's my man, RP.
Culturally, yeah.
He changed his shoe. He changed his shoe game.
RP to the mama.
Before him, nobody wore low cuts.
That is true.
Low cut actual basketball shoes.
I like low cuts.
I need some ankle support.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Nah, but if you look in the league now,
Yeah, I know a lot of
of
people,
shoes
yeah, a lot of
is
people
low
wear
cut.
that
Plus,
type of stuff,
he low key was like the biggest player in China. So if you want to look at it like that,
Yeah.
Over
I
Yao
mean,
Ming?
he was.
yeah, that's tough.
Oh,
no, that's tough.
That's
Y'all had the whole country off the hook.
Over Yao
Yeah, a
Ming?
billion
I
people
don't
like
know about that
rooting for yo. They was
See, it's hard for me
Go
to
back
pick-
to what they
the thing-
were
the thing
saying when
with-
they was in the Olympics.
But I'm saying when you say culturally, it's hard for me. Like RP to the mama, bro. Like it's hard for me to pin him in that conversation. Like within the
That's what I'm
league,
saying.
I'm
If you-
saying
that's what I'm
like
saying. If you
yeah,
just-
like
you talking about
Kobe's
shoes,
that
I
guy.
wouldn't put
I'm
the
talking
second
about-
for me in
just
sports
saying
is going to be
culturally.
Ken Griffey Jr.
See, I ain't big on baseball.
The second for me is Ken Griffey Jr.
yeah, his swag on the field.
What boy? That nigga come up
The prettiest swing.
black out.
Still,
Yeah,
Do the shit.
with the gold
That nigga
chain-
walk up the first
Plus
base.
he-
Then
plus
start
him and-
running.
with
plus-
the gold chains and
Plus
the earrings.
plus we never seen anything like him. Plus he was the first dad and son duo. Like
And he had a
that's
sneaker.
what, yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
like.
you don't know
sneaker.
too many
Yeah,
baseball
yeah,
players that got their own
sneakers.
Yeah, like Ken Griffey, like he was just different. He still is gifted. Like he's just.
I'm gonna throw this out
Nigga
there.
had a
but
hoop
this is
earring
more,
in,
this
like-
is more so like on the court than like off the court, and it's Steph Curry.
Yeah,
Steph Curry, like,
that's
everybody just
It's still
jacks
early.
up,
It's
like,
still early on.
It is.
It's still early on.
man.
He's not gonna get his
He's
credit till when
changed-
he done.
he
He's
changed
crazy.
the whole aspect of how the game's
on the
played
game.
now.
Hell yeah,
Niggas out here
Completely.
firing.
completely.
Bro, it's not just
Completely, bro.
professional sports. This is,
All-
you know,
all levels.
pickup games.
Niggas,
All levels,
niggas
bro.
is throwing
Firing.
the ball at the rim
All level
and missing.
basketball, because it's that basketball is completely different. He don't get that credit. He already get that credit.
I'm saying, but once, like the next generation is gonna respect him more than we do.
He already do.
I'm saying, like that's what I'm saying. The next generation is gonna respect him
That's
more.
the-
than
that's
we
the-
do.
that's
They ain't talking
that's
about
who's doing it now, bro.
LeBron
Yeah.
They talking about Steph. Like,
Yeah,
Because
the next
it's the young boys
generation
that's
gonna
doing it, bro.
how we
Firing.
respect
Can't
and
do
put
that.
LeBron in that
Bro,
regard.
they don't run no type of offense. This but
They
dribble
don't have to.
moves.
You be like, yo, drive. They be like, nah,
Playing
fam.
no D.
I be
I
trying.
don't even know how to lay the ball
Bro,
up.
I can't play with young boy. I be trying to set a screen. Them niggas run the other way and just fire. I'm like, all right, bro, I can't do it. I used to play at NJAC. I had to stop playing there because all the young boys just run up and down court, just fire
But
threes.
Steph don't get a lot of credit for his basketball IQ.
You know, that nigga IQ is on.
I tell him all the time, Steph may be more dangerous without the ball than he is with the ball.
Yeah, you gotta chase him. You have to chase
Not
him
even that, he just gets his teammates open off of just
because all the attention,
knowing
all the attention
spacing,
is on
knowing
him.
like screen.
Anytime he run, at least 3 other players are watching where he's going.
Exactly. He is more dangerous.
he's more
That
like,
was the key difference between Mark Jackson and Steve Kerr on offense. That was the difference between those teams.
He was like, yo, run without that ball, they gonna chase you. As soon as he come around that backside, they setting that screen, like, I gotta follow this, nigga at.
Mhm.
You running after him, you leave your man, he's standing right at the wing, wide open for a layup. It's crazy, bro.
I can do that.
It's crazy.
On the court.
On the court, I'll probably give
On the
it.
court.
I'll
I
probably
give
give it
that
to
Steph.
like.
I'm not trying to play like
on the
Steph
court.
off the court.
Nah.
I do want
I'm
to.
good.
Nah, you seen his wife? Yeah, I want to be like Steph.
I'm good.
Nah, she.
Okay.
After she did that bullshit, I was off her.
Keep that stuff.
She good. You know what? What about
we?
Bring it back, Aisha. Bring it back.
So I mean, sports is kind of self-explanatory, but the real argument is going to come.
Music.
Hip hop.
nah, T? Let's go television.
Television?
Yeah, I already got names.
So we're just gonna skip the hip hop.
We go hip hop last. That's gonna be the longest argument.
You already know that.
And I'm ready.
You know what he want to talk about.
That's what he talking
You know what he want to
And I'm
talk
ready.
about. You should have won this shit.
Hey,
Talking
entertainment
bubble,
gonna be
bubble,
five-
bubble, all that.
entertainment- Entertainment gonna be like 5 minutes. So
Yeah, it is. We gotta give it to Martin,
Okay.
Martin,
Will
Richard Pryor.
Smith.
Okay.
You know,
We're going classic Richard Pryor.
I'm gonna go. No, see,
Cool.
no, and I can't even say LL Cool J.
Hello?
He was on TV, but he's a rapper.
Yeah, we not.
But he was
I can't
retired by that point.
That is true.
I can't really say like being like that.
Them conversations and
I
acting?
think only
I
one.
mean, are you talking like
Like
crossover?
Martin. I'm
I
trying
think
to
the only person that I can think of is Eddie.
I'm about to say
Eddie,
Eddie
yeah.
Murphy.
Eddie.
That yeah.
He changed the landscape of comedy.
I mean, Chris
See,
Rock, Dave
that's what
Chappelle.
I would say Richard Pryor.
Dave Chappelle kind of broke the barrier. Like he was doing a lot of shit a lot of people was afraid to do.
So with Richard.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say Richard, because Richard was the original. To bring
Richard
all
didn't
that
give a
fucking-
fuck. That was his
that
problem.
gritty ass language, profanity. Everybody back then they was doing that Bill Cosby comedy. Richard Pryor like fuck that dick pussy shit.
Chris Pryor since
It was Bill
bullshit.
Cosby. He looked at him like,
I kind of look at him a little different. He was on there saying some bullshit.
you know, them old heads is a little weird.
No, that ain't weird. That ain't weird.
That's real
That's
violation.
a little suspect.
Old heads is a little, you know.
Nah, I'm not giving
They
that
did
no
when it
pass.
dabbled a little bit back then. You know,
I ain't giving no pass because I ain't give Biggie no pass for that. He ain't get no pass neither.
Oh shit.
Fuck
you
that.
didn't get Biggie no pass.
A lot of these give Biggie that pass. I can't. Yeah,
talking about.
you know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Biggie said, you look so good, I suck your daddy's dick.
No, that was a Richard Pryor joke. And it wasn't funny then. It's not funny now.
To be honest, I don't listen too much Biggie. So
Here we go.
He said
He
said it's how
I
stars.
know, bro, because I know where he going, bro. Next week we get to the hip hop shit. This shit's gonna be aggravating.
I don't listen to too much Biggie. So
Hip hop, you gotta go, Jay.
hip hop.
Hip hop more like.
Well,
cultural?
you said culture.
Cultural influence.
You don't think Jay Z?
Hip hop. Over who?
Over who?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying in general, just throwing names out like.
Over Ye? Yeah, you can hate Ye as much as
No,
you
Ye
want.
my man's.
Continue.
You can hate Ye as much as you want, bro. He birthed a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas.
I already know what you
He
want to
opened the doors. No.
We'll get to that part.
I
Just
know what you
open,
gonna
I'm
say.
talking
Go
about
ahead,
opening
say it,
doors. I'm talking about opening doors as far as like fuck the music and the sound that he created. I'm talking like
That's what I'm
the
saying.
fashion side of things.
Oh,
Like
okay.
getting niggas contracts and like that's what I'm saying. Like that's the culture though.
Alright.
That's the culture. Am I lying?
Niggas is wearing.
That's what I'm like.
Niggas is
Alright.
wearing his clothes. Niggas wearing his
Yeah,
clothes.
Rocker wear niggas
Yeah,
wear.
nigga. I'm gonna say he was one of. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
do niggas wear his clothes like right now?
Niggas wear Kanye West clothes.
Niggas wear Yeezys, yes.
The shoe,
Yes,
the
it's the sneakers. I said it's
No,
clothes.
it's shirts.
I know niggas wear Yeezys.
Yeah,
Nobody-
yeah, they wear
Niggas wear
fashion.
Yeezys.
It may be
people really-
overpriced.
Some people really
Overpriced.
wearing.
It may be
Yo, you
overpriced,
see
but
them
niggas
holes
wear
in-
it.
You see them fucking slides, yo?
Niggas wear them.
I'm not.
Them shit
I'm not.
is trash.
I'm not.
And I've seen a couple people. I'm like, y'all just gonna buy shit just
What's
because.
that,
Huh?
the
Just
Yeezy
because
slides or
of-
something?
yeah,
Bro,
them
it's-
slides.
Man, I was building a record to say Balenciagas are fucking ugly, dog.
All right, so would you say
They
ASAP
ugly,
Rocky?
bro.
ASAP Rocky with the culture?
He's up there.
ASAP Rocky
He's up there.
with fashion?
Yeah, like so.
I'd rather say Fab than him. Like, you know, Fab is.
Bro, I'm not dressing like a traffic cone. You can have that shit.
See, now, so no, that's when you gotta start doing it generationally.
Okay.
You can't disrespect Fab like you don't. But it's like for the newer
Back in the-
generation,
back in
you
the
might
day,
have
Fab,
to go
yeah.
ASAP. But we grew up.
Fab be throwing it on, man.
Cause I ain't dressing like
I
ASAP.
say,
I'm not.
I
Not
dress like Fab
everything.
before I dress like ASAP. I
I
ain't
can't
good.
do that shit, man.
Fab do too much for me sometimes.
Yeah, too much, but there's a couple people that do too much.
I mean,
Ye-
I feel like
Ye
all-
did too
I
much.
feel like all celebrities do.
What
too
about
much.
Fifth? Would you put Fifth?
culturally?
Business wise, yeah.
Business wise,
Yeah,
more
business
so.
wise, more so.
I mean, culturally.
Man, just I know you want to say it.
I'm gonna say it.
What? Who can?
Killer
I can combat. I can combat that. With,
Cam started mumble rap.
I can combat that. I can combat that with. You say.
Say
You say.
anything on the
You
track.
say Cam.
successful with it.
You say Cam. You say Cam.
Yeah, I say Cam. Cam had grown men wearing pink
I
shirts.
say Wayne.
Go,
I say Wayne.
Wayne.
Okay.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me Wayne. You can't tell me Cam had.
Wayne
been
had
influence
niggas
on
really
him.
going out there
I'm not gonna say
skateboarding.
Oh, all right,
That's
well,
why
that's
Wayne literally super changed the landscape of the way niggas dress too. Because remember, before Wayne started doing his skateboard shit, niggas were still wearing baggy clothes. When Wayne started coming out.
Was
with
that Wayne or was that Wiz?
Ooh.
Or the new kid.
You could go either or. You could go.
Was
either
that
or.
Wayne or was that Wiz?
Oh, that's
Let's
Wiz.
get
Wiz,
real.
that's my man's right there.
Wiz
Get
had
real.
nowhere. No, Wiz had nowhere.
Wiz had the blonde
Wiz had
spray
nowhere
in
to
the
reach
hair.
that Wayne had. Let's stop.
No, but he had a cult following.
Yeah. A cult following, which you know the cult is a
Taylor
small
Gang.
section.
It don't mean. It
Compared
don't
to
mean.
what
It don't
Wayne
mean.
had.
It
It's
don't
not the
mean.
same.
It don't
It's
mean
not the
nothing.
same. It mean a lot.
I mean, he probably.
If you got 100 people doing this,
he
because
probably
it's supposed to
took
be having 100,000. It's a big difference.
He could probably took it. To
Yeah, but if it's out of but
he took it to
Mac-
another level, but Wiz probably could have
Wiz-
started the whole
Wiz,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Agree to disagree.
Wiz,
Always did.
that whole Taylor Gang shit was real.
The
Like,
Chuck Taylors,
that whole Taylor Gang shit was real. You may not have been on it because you're a Wayne
snapback.
fan,
Snapback.
but I'm not going to sit here and discredit Wiz for saying that for something that he
Would you
might
say?
have-
Would you say?
he might
Would you
have
say
did.
I'm not
Wiz was the
disrespecting-
first
I'm just-
person that
you
made
can't-
you want to get all those?
For me,
tattoos?
you can't say Lil Wayne and say.
that.
But who's the
Wiz.
rapper that did
Can't
that?
say
There was a lot. Wayne had a lot. of
You can't say
tattoos.
Wayne and go
Wiz.
Wiz.
I mean,
It's just not the
Yeah,
same.
Wayne had.
No, but
tattoos.
you-
It's just like
But you're
It's not a
looking
disparity
no,
here,
no,
dog.
you're looking at it. You're looking at it as the name.
Because
You can say for this generation, Tyler the Creator is a big cultural influence. But he don't got the name of a Drake or Drake Cole. Am I right or wrong?
That's
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
he don't got the influence them either.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't.
yo, his
He-
fan- his
yes,
fan-
he
his
does.
fan base is quite
Just
large.
because you don't
Specific
listen.
fan base.
It's
But
quite
that's
rare.
the
my
point.
point.
It is
His
specific though.
specific fan base.
But
That's
that's the
what-
point.
As opposed to my
it's a
fan
lot of-
base being
but that's-
everybody.
no, it's
You talking about one
a lot of
fan base compared to Drake's
It's a lot
everybody.
of. It's a lot
His
of
10,000
niggas.
compared to Drake's 10 million. Come on, bro.
It's a
Like, that's-
lot of. It's a lot of niggas that fuck with that movement. Just
I
because
agree.
you don't.
I'm not disagreeing with that part.
If you're going by a number,
disagreement,
no, because you're
comparing
going
him
based off a number.
to
You're
niggas.
going based off a numbers game.
That's what influence is.
But if he's
You have to
if he's
influence a
influenced,
large number of people.
but if he's
Talk about
influencing,
influence.
all right.
if he's influencing 10,000 out of 10,000, and Drake is only influencing 100,000 out of 10 million, that's the point. The percentages is higher. That's what I'm saying.
There's 400 million people in this country.
That's the numbers.
Drake.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't buy the numbers game, you can tell me his influences maybe higher.
There's 400 million people in this country. If Tyler the Creator is only influencing 100,000 and Drake is influencing 20 million, let's talk percentages, numbers.
But how many of those fans are actually following, are actually doing what Drake does?
A lot.
Not Drake has.
Yeah, we know one.
Bro, niggas be Drake meat boys. Are you serious? We had an argument with Joe every other day. And I'm a Drake fan.
That's music.
Hey man.
That's music. I'm talking about everything Tyler Creator does, like off the like you say culture. That's what I mean. Like
He got his own like little following.
that's what I'm saying. Like you got to think of everybody that came out of that group.
All them niggas is weird.
Like everybody is weird in that group, but everybody in that group.
I fuck with Tyler the Creator,
is
but that
amazing.
nigga's weird.
And what they do, everybody in that group is amazing.
Went to the host and said he was going.
Bro, I don't.
He could
Why
be
you choose that
weird,
verse?
but like,
That flex freestyle.
Why
That
did you
shit-
choose that verse?
That shit was gay.
We're not gonna talk about that.
that shit was
That
tough.
shit was tough.
That shit was tough.
It was gay, but it was tough.
You give him a pass now. Now they get passes.
Nah.
I'm saying now they get passes.
Listen, cause that's what
So
that.
Richard Pryor joke was funny and then
That's
Biggie
no,
verse was
cause
fire.
that's what that nigga is. That Biggie's not like that. Yeah, there you go. I'll give you that argument. I'll give you that.
They said it in
I'll
the
give you
verse.
that.
Oh, that's we supposed to be.
said
But that was one line.
I'm saying,
respect
we
everything we say
respecting
in the verse.
Tyler the Creator telling Flex he wanna fuck you.
All that shit's gay. All of it's
But
gay.
he definitely,
Like, it's
but,
all good.
but that's just Tyler Creator though.
So
But he's been doing it though.
But it's like it's like you.
We will get
it's
some
like-
ass, right?
I'm saying one outlier for Biggie.
But every week,
Listen,
It's cement.
one outlier for
It's like-
Biggie.
It's cement.
It's like you
Tyler
expect
Creator
that
doing
from
the whole career of
You
it. It's
expect that
different.
from Tyler the Creator.
We
You
gonna
don't
take-
expect that from
We
Biggie.
gonna
or
take the
whatever
word
case is.
semantics.
That's the part-
put it
that's
on
why
the
it was
screen,
shocking.
put the definition under.
No, what I'm saying is like
He said,
Listen, you can't be rapping about fucking all these hoes and being the players and all that stuff, and then say some gay shit, and then instead of having a career and saying gay shit the whole career. Niggas gonna expect that from you. Niggas gonna expect that from Big.
Big was like, whoa, what the fuck are you like?
Oh,
Tyler Creator,
you don't get Tyler the Creator get passed because that nigga does that shit all the time.
correct. That's who Tyler Creator is.
I'm Kobe Bryant in 2006. I ain't passing shit.
He said, "You want the ball? You better go rebound that motherfucker."
I'm playing with Smush Parker. I'm not passing shit.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
When he had Kwame.
Bro, nah. You don't get no pass from me, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
That's just who he is. What?
Richard, Biggie, Tyler. They don't get passes from me, dog. That shit was gay, bro.
We're not arguing that it's not.
Hey, I understand.
I want to hear it. We
Because we
expect that
gay
from him.
17 times a month.
It's just we expect that from him. You expect that from him.
Exactly.
Like that nigga can do a freestyle right now, and I'm like, are he gonna say some gay shit?
Yeah, you expect it.
But when you hear like Biggie shit, you like, you don't expect to hear no gay shit like that. You like, oh, what the fuck?
I ain't gonna
Like,
lie. If I would have heard that lie, that shit would have fucked me up, bro. I would have been like,
Yeah, but the time the Creator said that line, nobody would have thought nothing about
I
it
would've
because he
started
say that
laughing.
shit all the time. But when Biggie say that shit,
We
it's
ain't
like,
talking about that line until now.
hey man,
We
listen.
dropped that verse 30 years ago.
Nah, niggas probably, he was just too young to really know what was going on. As we became adults,
Full
like,
disclosure, I still
that's
ain't
some
hear
gay
that.
shit.
from a youngin', I knew that wasn't right, yo.
I didn't hear it till I got older.
I still
Like,
ain't hear that
Right.
verse.
Right.
I
I
don't
don't like that verse like that.
there's no excuse for it.
Do y'all think there's a lot of cultural influences in the movies?
in movies.
In movie business, like actors and stuff? Like, would you consider Denzel somebody that changed the culture?
Nah, he's just
Samuel.
he's just amazingly talented.
Samuel.
Denzel's a crossover. I mean,
Samuel.
see.
Oh, Samuel? Oh, yeah. That nigga in his contract, he could say motherfucker anytime he want.
There's not one genre movie that he hasn't done.
That is true.
He has done. He's
One of
done-
my
he-
favorite
I think,
movies
I,
by him
honestly, I
is
think
Pulp
he's done an
Fiction.
animated. He's done a superhero movie. Like he's done.
Like I don't think there's one.
I mean, if I would say like cultural influence, if I had to say one, it would have to be somebody like
Damon Wayans.
like
I would say
maybe-
The Rock.
maybe the Wayans brothers.
I would say The
or like
Rock.
Tyler Perry, because they
True.
literally
They dress like
taking
women.
a bunch of
No.
they taking
Hear this nigga.
they making
Yeah, that's it.
No, I'm
I'm just
serious.
saying,
Like,
he
they
dressed like a
literally-
woman. Like that happened.
Like,
I think
yeah.
Viola Davis changed it.
Oh, yeah,
Black women.
bro.
Black
Black
women.
women.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just because Tyler Perry literally created jobs for
Everybody.
Yeah,
all black people. He has an entire
Got his own studio,
his own studio.
his own movies, his own money. Like
Yeah,
that's
She just
dope.
gotta change that style.
I feel like people like
that shit getting
cross
kind of tired
Or
now.
Will Smith.
yeah, because
like,
you
he
expect
changed
it a lot.
because he went
Yeah,
international
that
with his
that
shit. He
getting
changed
kinda
it for
tired
black
now.
people.
He got to change his whole aspect of how he do movies because the shit is getting repetitive now.
Well,
Tyler Perry,
Tyler Perry.
Sorry.
like Tyler Perry movies is
Still
like
sell.
you just I know.
No, you know why?
They still sell.
He said he do.
Black women
I'm saying,
love
I see we
seeing
feel
their
that
story
way.
on film.
Yeah, man.
That's what he writes for. He writes for black
He
women.
don't write
was
for
raised-
us.
He was raised by black women, so he's gonna tell their story. Black women are will forever love to
We
see
like
their
that shit
story
still
on
sells.
screen. You said what?
It still sells.
It's still going
That
to
too.
Because people are going to see
I'm
it.
not
black-
arguing
because
it's
black
so
women
sad,
love to
it's
see their
getting
story.
kinda-
I agree with you.
getting
It's
kinda
repetitive. I mean, a lot of things get repetitive.
I
You
mean,
watch said
you-
16 times.
Can you say? What about Oprah?
Come on, man. Oprah does not like black people.
She yeah.
Sorry, mom.
He said sorry, man.
Nobody in my family watch
I know you
Oprah.
love that.
I'm gonna say I don't know nobody in my family.
Come on,
that
love
watch
I was a Montel Williams kind of person growing up. I ain't watch Oprah.
I don't think
Oprah don't fuck with black people,
my
bro.
mom.
Oprah do not like niggas. Fuck Oprah, dog.
It's the truth.
My whole life.
Hey yo! Oh my!
I'm not fucking with it.
Hey yo, that's fucking. He said it so cold. He was like, Oprah don't like black people. He's like, let's be real.
Kanye, what
Kanye
George Bush does not like black people.
And niggas behind the scene was like,
Who was that? Was it Mike Myers that was next to him? He was like,
oh my god.
in the back, he looked in the back of his mind, he looked at him like, nigga, what you doing? You doing? Know me on TV right now.
He was
I
coming.
respected Kanye.
He was
man.
coming. He was coming.
Yo,
Like,
Kanye
son,
was a
he
real
was
nigga
coming
back
like
in them
this
days.
on trading day. Like, no, you did.
you can see Kanye thinking and saying something because as soon as his line got done, it was just quiet. He was just.
He's like, oh, it's me? Okay.
It was
Bush does
really
not
Chris
like black
Tucker,
people.
bro. It was Chris Tucker, and the next shot you saw him. He was just like.
Yeah, literally, Chris.
But he wasn't lying though. He wasn't lying.
Chris Tucker was like, that's how it's
That's I would get into it, but that's a whole different podcast.
Yeah,
that's a whole different podcast. But I disagree with what you said.
What? Oprah ain't been ugly.
No.
He was about to say something about Oprah. That nigga was like, huh?
No.
About Oprah.
Yeah, it's been ugly. My entire life.
About George Bush.
About what?
About George Bush.
Oh,
I disagree with that part, but that's a whole different.
About this was what? Not liking niggas.
I disagree.
None of them do. What you
Yeah, no president that been in office.
It was
is
crazy.
Like,
The biggest
is like
miscon-
niggas.
The biggest misconception is that Bill Clinton was good for niggas. Bill Clinton was the worst president we had for black people. People just like him because he got
You
head.
can argue that too.
Ain't no argument.
Can you play the trumpet?
Ain't no argument.
You can say Reagan.
There's no argument.
You can say Reagan.
Reagan there.
The Reagan,
But-
Reaganomics. You can,
Three strikes came from Clinton.
All of them was never for us. None of
That's my
them.
point.
Even Obama wasn't for us, but we ain't gonna get into that.
it's not the podcast.
He said, it's not the one. It's not the podcast.
No, it's not the culture. It's not the episode. It's not the
Mass
episode.
incarceration.
It's not the episode. It's
That's part of our culture now.
It's not the episode. It's not the
That's not
episode.
the episode.
It's not the episode. It's not the episode.
It happens.
It's not the
It
episode.
happens.
Because
Too much.
It
I
happens.
could
On this
go.
episode, I don't want to start ripping these white people.
I could go further. I could go deep
It's gonna be one in the
into.
future, but it's not this one.
Yeah, not this one. Not this one.
He said,
Some people not going to hear what I got to say, and that's just that. And in full disclosure, I'm a registered independent. Full disclosure.
You gonna vote independent?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This
Nope,
one.
I ain't gonna say it.
This one I don't know. This one I
That's
don't
for
know.
another episode.
This
I
one
ain't
I
gonna say-
don't know. This one I don't know. I'm not
I feel-
voting. I know I'm
I
not
feel the
voting.
direction
He
is
said,
going.
I know.
Now I don't want to shake the room.
I'm not voting. I'm not voting Trump. I know that. I just don't know if I just don't know if I can vote.
Damn,
Biden.
sure ain't gonna vote for yes.
I don't know if I can vote.
You go with the pill, you wasting the vote.
Listen, Biden is a waste of a vote.
Do it.
Politics
So hard
ain't
not to do
politics ain't for black
Say
people.
what?
Shit for the birds. I'm not
Politics
doing
ain't
it.
for black people.
If I could unregister
Anyway.
to vote, I would.
Anyway, let's go.
He's Asian.
So-
He's not even gonna do
This
that.
is why I ain't want to say that.
Say what you gotta say.
Politics
I don't
ain't
believe in
for niggas,
politics.
man. It
So,
ain't for niggas.
You keep.
I don't believe in
It ain't for
politics.
niggas, man.
It's all a charade.
It is, but everything. But
Jugging the
politics
job
runs.
is.
Politics runs.
This
everything.
nigga used the 70s lingo. Job turkey sucker.
It's jugging the job, man.
Like nigga, what?
Oh man, I'm about to have us here for another hour and a half.
Yeah, that's a whole, that's...
So he said he raised it. We can get into
I
it.
mean, you know,
Episode 4, you know.
He kept count. He said 4.
Episode
'cause
4.
we had
A
an
double
episode.
episode?
We had an episode about this.
Niggas be like, oh, they wearing the same shit. They was serious. Okay? No, I gotta call you back.
Yeah, we had an episode about
National election, I really don't give too much about. Local.
I feel like the local might, that's something you might
Local
wanna do,
because
but
that
anything
you can
other
tangibly
than that,
see.
like local,
That, you can see the change. That you can see the
anything
change.
other than local.
That's where we live at.
Yeah.
National is foreign policy.
Even if it's small, even if something as small as like voting the school board is big, depending on where you live. But that's why I said that's a whole different.
Yeah, because I'm trying not to go off.
That's a whole different story.
I got things in the chamber for that subject.
I'm looking at my
Like,
cameraman, trying to...
Cause he like, yo,
He about to be like, yo, chill.
Tell him to chill.
Cause I already know what you about to get into.
Tell
You
him,
see
man.
people in the chair. You be like,
Episode 7, bro.
listen, just give me the word.
All 4 of y'all. Y'all
Niggas 16. Like,
Why? It's because for some people it's a sensitive topic and it shouldn't be.
it's never
I
said.
said
I
for
just
some.
read
Just
it.
because you're the exception does it make you the rule.
Hey, man.
I said sensitive topic for some. Not y'all, not us here. But
You know,
it's a
we-
sensitive topic.
We in a time of speaking. Honestly, bro, speaking like culture. We in
No
a
justice,
time.
no peace. Shout out to the sold out for the shirt.
Know the meaning of that too. No justice, no peace.
We're in a time of hypersensitivity though. Like,
Super
where
hypersensitive.
everything is just like super offensive.
I'm offended.
You
If
offended
my
by
mom,
what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna
No,
hold
I'm
on.
just saying, like that's
Everybody's
why
offended about
I'm
something.
offended.
Oh, you don't like this? I'm offended. Like my mom would be super offended. She watched this episode and heard how I was talking about Oprah.
My pops would feel some type of way if we talking about voting. Because all my life, vote Democrat. That's all I heard my entire life.
Yeah, that's what I heard from my
Yeah, we gonna have to wrap this. up.
Look, he like, I told these
done.
motherfuckers.
After that statement right
I'm
there,
done. I'm no more. I'm done. No more. Back to the culture. Back to the culture. I'm sorry.
The man has spoken.
because that statement right there is gonna trick a whole lot of people. And I don't
Cause
want.
this is about to turn into a 3-hour podcast. That's it. I already see it.
But back to influences. I would say movies. You could probably say Samuel, Viola Davis, as he said.
Definitely.
Technically, he's not a part of the culture, but I just like how he moved. Adam
I knew
Sandler.
he was gonna say that.
You know what? You want to know why? You want to know why I like how
I mean,
he
he's not part of the culture technically.
Because
He's
he-
kind of a part.
he
of
does-
it a little
I'm
bit.
saying he lacking melody.
Like-
That's all I'm saying.
The one thing,
I just the way how he moved, I just fuck with
The
him
one
and
thing
the
I-
Wayne's fan. I just fuck with
the
how
one
he
thing
moved.
I can say about Adam that I like that he put his niggas on.
That's what I'm saying.
He put like he
never-
one of them
he
people
never
like
switched
they
up.
started from SNL. Every movie you see
Yeah.
Adam
Yeah,
in
he
them
do,
same niggas is in the
Waterboy.
movie. Yeah,
Like-
from Waterboy to
Like you said,
Mr. D.
from SNL
all
all the
that.
way up.
Yeah.
Like
I
he
respect
never,
him for
he never
that.
changed.
He
You
one of
gotta
them. He
respect
one of them people that, and that's why I said LeBron for the coach because he did the same thing for his guys.
him.
You know, he didn't give them money. He put them in positions to make their own money. And look at his
Make
boy.
yourself useful.
His manager, the dude is like one of the top Like I forgot what he's like one of the. So he's like one of them niggas.
Yeah.
And that's because his man gave him an alley, and people see how he moved, how he was treating Braun, and that opened his.
But I think out of that group, I don't think Maverick gets the credit he deserves.
I'm about to say Maverick.
Maverick doesn't get the credit he deserves. It's like kind of how like that whole like the Rockefeller shit. When you mentioned Cam, I don't feel it. I feel as though Dame don't get the credit he deserves because I don't. If Dame isn't a part of JG's life for the however little bit he was, I don't think Jay gets to the level he is at now.
No.
Personally, he gained a lot of business knowledge from Dame.
Yeah.
Dame was a huge.
And plus, Dame was
Yeah.
able because Dame was the hothead. Jay was able to get the foot in the door and get him and beat him.
Because Dame didn't
Yeah.
care about having friends. Because if it
Yeah.
wasn't about making the best move for Jay
Yeah.
and the rest, it didn't matter. So he said it. If it caused him to be the asshole, he didn't give a damn. The shit got done. But in that sense, he said he regretted because it made Jay the good. Because he said, how am I fighting for you at a meeting with this nigga, and then 2 hours later, you and this nigga having dinner, talking about some shit. It just don't,
Because Jay saw the bigger picture.
Exactly. That's why I think him and Dame split. Because Jay was able to
never able to get out of the hothead that he was.
No,
He couldn't stop being a nigga.
Yeah, he an old ass man is still snapping at people. It's like, bro, chill.
He couldn't get out of his own way.
You want to know who like that too?
He beat him at that time, but Jay wouldn't have elevated
Joe Budden, especially that episode.
But I feel as though with it's the same thing happened with Jim Jones in them.
Okay.
Because Jim Jones is like Cam. I mean, Jim Jones is like Dame as far as like he was the business guy, and then like.
I think Cam was more.
Yeah, I probably would have had.
Because the reason why I said it because Jim was able to get the
worst rapper, but
I forget.
Here we go.
I forget the
I'm not doing this shit.
He's not slotted in there.
This is just like
part two and shit. Them niggas was arguing.
I just feel because I only say that because Jim was able to get the exact position. Yeah. And that's what maneuvered. I don't even know. Was it Diplomat's Bird Gang? I don't even know how the fuck.
Cam did a lot of like. If you talking marketing,
Cam did the ground.
Cam did a lot of the legwork.
He was the legwork.
But Jim Jones was the mouthpiece.
That's behind the scenes. Is what you saying? Like,
yeah,
like the manager type shit.
But I feel as though, but
I don't think
Jewels was
even with that.
Like, Jewels was the talent to me.
He was the talent, but he don't have
he
don't have as much hits as Jim or Cam.
He just didn't have it. He just could rap better than him.
He didn't have it enough to like actually make like the songs like how Cam did, like how Jim did. Like he couldn't do a song like Ballin' or
Nah.
Like he's too gritty and aggressive.
I'm about to say, Joel's not going to change. Joel's not going to change.
But that was a whole movement. That's why I said that whole Dipset movement was.
People want dumb shit. Just go turn some Cam.
That nigga made it.
Look at me, blah blah.
Don't forget no snitching. When he got shot, and he turned that into it was already a move, but he made it even. Cam, snitching. When he got shot, and he said he knew who shot him, but he ain't gonna tell him.
I ain't gonna lie, niggas.
Niggas was spraying fucking snitching on stop signs. So it just say stop. It didn't say snitching on it.
Bro, you know how angry the nigga that gotta clean that must be. He said, "Come on, for the third time."
You know who was kind of influential? Not too much, but a little bit. Jeezy.
I was just about to say,
Can't ban the snowman.
As soon as y'all said the t-shirt,
the return of the snowman.
It gotta be Jeezy.
Niggas got
favorite rapper, bro.
Jeezy. That's my man.
Fuck with Jeezy.
I need him to do a versus battle.
And it's not gonna go against who you think it's gonna go against.
It's not.
Yeah, he want Gucci.
I wanted to go against.
I feel like that would only be right.
It's Gucci.
Somebody make die.
Jeezy win.
I mean, I'd be biased.
I'm a Jeezy. I like. Don't get me wrong. I like Gucci. I'm a Jeezy fan.
I don't like Gucci at all.
Gucci dope, but he not Jeezy. He not.
It depends on what you like. You saying
I ain't gonna lie, when Gucci
far as
rapping-wise,
but 20 hits, Jeezy got that. Gucci got a lot of mixtape hits.
What? That's what 2 Chainz had too.
20.
2 Chainz had mixtape hits.
I didn't watch that versus.
That was good. That was shit was lit. That shit was lit. Every song.
I heard.
Lit.
Who won? No?
I just ain't think it was a good matchup. 'Cause I just
Ross.
thought.
I heard Ross washed.
He ain't
didn't watch him.
He ain't watch him, but you know,
Ross had some-
I thought PC. I heard Ross wash that nigga.
nah,
He ain't watch
he ain't
So,
watch him.
hold on, did Ross do Carol City? That let me know what Ross I got. Did Ross play Carol City?
Carol City.
No.
I don't watch it.
Yeah, so we got Rick Ross. We didn't get Rose.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of rose. That
A
nigga.
little bit.
Yeah,
That nigga took his
I just
shirt
thought-
off.
I just thought that
took
was
his
a
shirt
bad-
off. Yeah, he was getting the massage
Yeah, I bet-
versus with his shirt
That was a
on.
bad matchup for Chains, but I think that's another thing.
I
Actually,
didn't-
Chains kind of held his own.
Chains
though.
had some. Chains was really holding his own.
I'm not. Yeah, I didn't deny it, but it was just like I just wanted like.
That
one-
nigga, no, it wasn't Chains. Titty Boy came out. Yeah, Titty Boy came. He played the duffel, but what? Titty Boy came out, yo.
Okay.
That's
Riding around
That's
them
a
dick.
Titty, okay.
Titty Boy came out.
Duffel bag boy. That's a gym. Alright. Okay.
Her loud.
So we how we get Titty Boy not Rose?
Hey man, there was some rose in there, man. That nigga played mafia music.
But he didn't play Carol City,
Hey, listen.
bro. Like, yo, I'm sorry, I'm just biased.
I know.
That's my favorite Rose
No,
song.
so, hey, but Snoop,
He
when
said, "I'll
Snoop
shoot you in your head if
and
you don't say my
DMX
name,
did
you gone,
it, Snoop
this
didn't
nigga."
play certain songs. I was kind of mad at
Crazy.
Snoop.
I think I saw somebody write a post about that. I really felt like.
Oh shit.
I agree though. They
We
was-
forgot about one person. Yo, we didn't talk about Dre. Dr. Dre is an influence. Dre.
I thought he was. That's why I said I thought he was going
Dre
to
beats?
I wasn't
We
going.
didn't talk about
I wasn't-
Dre.
going to bring up the
Shout
West
out
Coast
to Dr.
niggas,
Dre, man.
I wasn't going to. 'Cause
West
you feel
Side.
me?
Shout out to Dr.
That's
Dre.
true. That is true.
Cube, you forgot Cube. Cube was a big influence, especially when it comes to black rape.
It speaks for itself. You feel me, Josh?
Well, he also,
I
like,
didn't have to. I didn't even have to do it.
That was another thing too.
Who?
Cube.
Yeah.
Like, far as like rappers being in movies.
Yeah.
What? Cube was that nigga.
Yeah.
I give credit to John Singleton for that though.
Yeah, facts, but you know, he still,
Alright.
He don't
he
get
still
enough.
did his thing though.
He get credit. He don't
I
get
gave-
enough. John
I gave- I
Singleton
gave
was
credit
that
to
dude.
Russell Simmons.
Okay.
What, as far as the culture?
That comedy jam.
Yeah.
A lot of them people discovered that.
But I don't fuck with
Yeah,
after,
that's
after
another
that.
culture.
After that doc.
That's
I
something
don't
else we
really
can
fuck-
talk
I don't
about.
really
Like
fuck with Russ
culture.
like that.
Fucking Run
What you do
DMC. Run DMC had a culture.
That he
Yeah.
had
Had a lot of niggas wearing them Adidas
yeah,
jumpsuits
little
with the big hats.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
But the Russ, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't know.
I'm just talking about that comedy jam.
No, I get you. I get what you saying. I'm just saying I can't give Russ the credit that I want to. Because
Can we
he
say
was wildin'.
Diddy?
Only thing
Making it band was making it band.
He had grown ass niggas walking to go get him some cheese.
No
I was
bitch
like,
ass. The shot. No bitch ass.
the best thing Diddy did for hip hop was discover Biggie,
Damn.
and that's it.
No Mace.
He said.
And Ciroc maybe, but I don't drink
No
it.
Mace.
You know, I fuck with
Mace
Ciroc.
was cool.
Only because it's
I can go
vodka.
without Mace.
Nah, Mace is
Yeah, I
fire.
don't- yeah.
Mace is fire. Come on,
You could
bro.
go without.
Yeah, I can.
Would you say Snoop?
What about Snoop?
Would it be
I think
for the
Snoop goes
culture?
hand in hand with
Dre,
Dre.
yeah, I think so.
I don't think you get Dre.
Okay,
without.
yeah. So that's cool. So
I don't think you get- I
So
think-
him,
I
Cube, and
think-
Snoop going the same.
I think that whole West Coast kind of like fits
Nah,
in a
not
box
Cube. I don't put Cube
because
in.
I don't think Dre
I
is
think it's
I don't think
Dre.
Dre becomes
Yeah.
who Dre is without Cube.
Because Cube
Because
wrote-
NWA
Cube wrote all
gotta
his
think about-
songs.
Yeah, that's what
Wrote all
I'm
the
saying.
songs.
But Snoop didn't replace Cube. That's what I'm saying.
No, Snoop
I think
was
they
his
all
own.
fit.
But Snoop
their
came at a
own-
time where Dre needed that
Dre
sidekick.
needed another-
you know,
Dre needed another-
because Easy
Dre
was that
going to a
dude.
different style of music.
Yeah.
It was less gritty than what Cube was spitting.
Yeah.
Snoop was the perfect person for it because he had that smooth ass.
All
sound
three of them
tracks.
niggas dope. They dope as hell. What about Pac?
Of course, Pac was,
Thug Life.
Pac was 10 different people.
And one nigga, that's the crazy
I
thing.
mean-
Like nigga, like he was really bipolar in the
Yeah.
motherfucker. Or he had split personalities and niggas didn't catch it.
That nigga was a revolutionary 1 minute and a thug life nigga the next.
And a
Politician and that. like
Yeah.
nigga like. Man.
That nigga.
So they,
Pac influence was crazy.
yeah, Pop influence was crazy, but he
Still.
get a lot of
Still.
negative feedback. And a lot of people say he was just like somebody that just talked a lot of shit. He didn't like he wasn't really like about his actions like he was
Like a thug?
talking about. No, I'm talking about as far as like revolutionary and like politic wise.
Try.
But I mean, let's be real. In the
It's hard trying to do that when you got niggas
wasn't a
trying
lot
to
of
kill
people
you.
that was really doing it.
Yeah.
Like definitely not hip hop artists. It wasn't a lot of people that.
I
Was
think he kind of paved the way a little bit for
Yeah.
like how people is now. Like,
Yeah.
as far as like hip hop is more vocal with like social injustice and things of that nature.
But I think they kind of have to. I think if you're not doing it now,
Yeah, then you're gonna look at you different, like, why you ain't
I mean, they start coming at a couple of rappers too.
Yeah,
They came at
start-
J. Cole. They came at a couple people like, "Hey, bro, this what you rap."
that's a whole.
What else? Kendrick Lamar.
That's a different topic because she's a woman, so I won't get into that. But that's a
Yeah,
whole different.
I got you.
She overstepped her boundary with that one, bro. She like to come at like J. Cole.
Yeah.
And they was in the field. That's
That's what I'm saying. Like you talk about niggas that's actually just because they're not taking pictures.
People was actually coming at Drake about that shit.
Drake people probably.
never.
Never
Like,
said
Drake
anything.
is not from America, man.
That nigga is Canada dry, and that's my man.
But they was
Canada.
But they was saying,
Shout
like,
out to Common.
how can you be, so much about like black culture?
my man's too.
He's so much about like the culture, but he don't say nothing when it's
Drake
like
my
some
man
real
too.
shit.
Drake?
Yeah.
Is
That
Drake
Drake
about
my
the
man's
culture?
though. Shout out to Drake.
Is
That's
Drake
my
about the
man.
culture?
Yeah, hip hop artist.
Which culture he's about? Which one?
Fashion.
Yeah, listen, we talking about the hip hop culture.
Which
We
one?
not-
Because he ain't always hip hop. The
I'm
reggae.
talking about when he is
Control.
All right,
One day,
let's-
Spanish. the
He
next.
started. He started
British last week.
with the hip hop shit. I'm not gonna talk about all the other
West
stuff.
Indian.
All right, I already know where you.
Word is like.
I already know where you're going. So.
He's like, I know where this is going. Like, you're not about to get me
and
off track.
and I agree with you, but for him to be, a hip hop artist,
Yeah.
for him to sit quiet about everything, don't sit right with me. And I'm a Drake fan.
It's
so.
crazy, but
I
see,
say you could.
nah. This is one of them things that go back to that dumbass Tyler Creator shit y'all was saying.
All right, here we go.
I don't. Drake has been consistently a motherfucker who don't say shit.
All right.
I don't even expect Drake to say nothing. I never
That's true.
have.
I'll give you that.
Because he's never put it in his music. He's never came out and talked about any type of injustices.
But that's why I said I won't get into what old girl said about J. Cole, because it's like, even if you didn't listen to his music, you saw that he was there.
He's there.
First.
Just like Nick. Nobody listens to Nick Cannon music, but he's there. He was there.
Because Nick Cannon didn't make good music.
Exactly.
Yeah, might say that's
At all.
Shout out to Nick Cannon.
He's a dope at what he do with like TV, but like
Yeah.
just
Nick Cannon is another one.
Yeah, he's another one, but he
heavy
don't get.
influence
I don't think
that
he. I don't think he gets the credit, like,
don't.
because, like you say, he's not like his.
He won't
can't.
because he.
He's not like cool.
Yeah, you know what? He's a corny cool guy.
Yeah,
like he a corny ass cool nigga. I would hang out with Nick Cannon.
He corny.
I would hang Nick Cannon like he corny, but he cool.
I'll hang out with Nick Cannon because I
I
don't
will
want
too.
to throw some bitches to me. Like, that's all.
here you go.
Feel me?
Always go back to
Shut
He
up.
said- hey, unless he kept it real though,
always his full.
I'll hang out with Nick.
I know he gonna throw me.
I'm trying to get
I
on
know,
Wallin' Out.
I know Snipe gonna throw me a couple.
I'm
You
trying
feel
to get
me?
on Wallin' Out. I'll hang out with Nick.
Nick got knowledge.
I know he got DJ D-Rex.
There ain't no more Wild Out.
D-Rex and bitches. I know.
Yeah,
he
that
that
chromosome head ass, Megamind head ass nigga.
It don't even really
I'm sorry.
Y'all niggas cutting up.
No, you cutting up.
No, it's you niggas.
What I do?
Make a mind all of the.
Bro, this is normal for me. I do this every day.
You right. Well, you're supposed to be.
He do look like Megamind. Tell that nigga to take his hat off. Him and Nia. I'll wait. Kurt Franklin too. Shut up.
On that note.
Tell the bald niggas to take their hat off.